real small class today. Where's everybody? There's Cynthia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still 5 short. Oh, that is a very interesting picture you have there, Christian. Crayola crayon box character man. All right. All right, this is what we got. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, welcome. We've got a couple things on the docket today. I have a few answers to the problem set to share with you, help you kind of move along and get started with that. And the quizzes this week. But before that, we have a very special event happening this week. Specifically, tomorrow, you guys are taking the Psat, which is only the practice version of the real SAT, a gigantic test that is going to have a huge impact on your academic future. So it is a big deal. We want as much practice for that as possible. And we want to make that practice as useful and credible as possible. So I have a few final tips, last minute reminders for making best use of our time tomorrow. First and foremost, get a good night's sleep, okay? Sleeping well is what will put your brain in the right mode for tomorrow. Also, eat well, okay? Have a good dinner tonight. Have a good breakfast. Even if you normally don't eat anything, have a little bit of something. That way you don't run out of brain fuel in the middle of the test. Okay? I also recommend that you pack your things tonight, have them ready to go. Find some extra pencils. Remember, you have to use actual wooden pencils for this test. Get yourself a good eraser, and you must bring your own calculator for this one, for the calculator portion on the math test. If you don't, you'll be missing it, okay? Any calculator is better than no calculator. As far as the test itself, my number one piece of advice for you would be stay positive. Okay? It's all about mental attitude. This is a timed test. It's trying to wear you out. It's a battle of attrition. Okay? Stay positive, stay focused on the goal, and you'll make it through. As well, do pace yourself on the test. Okay? Don't rush it. You do have a time limit. Use all of that time to its fullest benefit. But also don't slow down too much. If you're spending too much time on one question, more than a minute, definitely over 2 minutes, skip it, move on. You have other questions to answer. You can always come back later. That said, the most important thing to remember for this multiple choice test is to fill in all the questions, okay? Don't leave anything blank. It's multiple choice. There's no penalty for a wrong answer. You just don't get points for the right one, same as you would if it was blank. So you're just leaving points on the table if you don't answer any questions, okay? Pick an answer, make a wild guess if you have to. Answer every question, okay? If you want more information, more tips, I've posted something there on Google Classroom with some general strategies for how to, say, relax or get hyped up and energized in preparation for the test. And if that's still not enough for you, please send me an email and say, hey, Mr. Apple, I would love more SAT stuff. I've got tons of material I can share with you. The best book there is for the SAT. I've got that to share with you. But do keep in mind, it's just the practice SAT. There's no wrong way to handle it, okay? Except to not handle it at all. There's no pressure. There's no stress. If you don't do well, big deal. You get your score report back, and it tells you which areas you should focus on, okay? And these are things that maybe you want to keep in mind during the next school year, okay, to watch out for and be like, oh yeah, I need to pay attention to that section in math class next year. Or maybe something to focus on in specific SAT prep. If you take the SAT prep course that we offer here, which you absolutely should, something to keep in mind there to practice for the real thing that you'll take next year, okay? So, that said, any questions about the SAT coming tomorrow? Denver, I see that you're here. Got you in. And Esmeralda, you're here too, okay. No questions? All right, excellent. So then would you please open up your problem set. Got a couple of answers to share with you, not the whole thing because we're not done with it yet. But since you'll be working on just the one problem set all week and probably taking a break from it tomorrow, I thought I would give you a few answers for you to check in and see that you're on the right track. So I'll give you at least one of every type of shape represented here. So first up in question 2, I have the surface area of our triangular prism and our trapezoidal prism there. Number 8 dealt with pyramids, so here is the first pyramid, surface area of 1920 inches squared. If you answered these already, great, check how you're doing. If you didn't get it, make a note, come back later in the week, see if you can rework and figure out what you did wrong, how to get that result. If you didn't answer these ones yet, that's okay. Make a note of what the answer is, write it down now so that when you do go through that question, you can check your answer right there and see that you're doing it correctly. For number 18, here is the first cone. It's set around to the nearest whole number, so we have approximately 4,825 square feet. And number 28, I gave you the hemisphere here with a surface area of 54.29 to the nearest hundredth square meters. Any questions from the problem set at this time? All right, then let's get some other practice going. It is Tuesday, so we have our quizzes of the week. Please go to joinmyquiz.com. Enter the game code 226791. 226791. In fact, I will copy it into the Zoom chat for your convenience there. Go ahead and join up. Let's see what you can do right now. And as always, a retake code will be posted at the end of classes today at about 2:30 p.m. And you'll have the rest of the week to retake this as often as you need and perfect your surface area finding skills. Got 8 out of 13. I'll give you another 30 seconds to join in here. Sweet, sweet popping sound. All right, those of you in, let's go ahead and get started. Code is still on screen. You can still join in at any time. Get your first practice round in. Their music is always way too loud. And when you are finished with the quizzes, go ahead and get started or continue working on your problem set for this week. That is the only set we have for this week. It is due Friday. So, as I said with the SAT, pace yourself. Okay? Get some of it done tonight, a little more tomorrow. Finish it on Thursday. Don't wait till Thursday to start.